In this video, let's look into the calculation of the total sales. We are going to look into the 13th sum from the Samachi textbook of Standard 12. So this sum goes as from the following particulars, calculate total sales. So they've given us a set of particulars over there, that is details in the sum. So which relates to both the bills receivable account and the sales, that is the sundry debtors account. So therefore we must open the bills receivable account, find out the amount of bills to be received, and then transfer the amount into the bills receivable account. So I'll just give you a gist of what is the bills receivable account format. And with the format, I have already written out the items which relates to the particular sum. So we will go through it one by one and we will start the sum. So the first item is debtors on 1st April 2018. So that doesn't relates to bills receivable. Secondly, bills receivable on 1st April 2018 is the opening balance of bills receivable. So go to the debit side of the bills receivable account and write 60,000. So balance brought down, the opening bills receivable is given as 60,000. So apart from that, in the debit side, we have the sundry debtors account, that is a balancing figure which shows you the bills received during the year. So the figure what you get over here is going to be transferred into the sundry debtors account. So next let's move on to the credit side, as we do not have anything to do with the debit side. So when we move on to the credit side, now in my credit side I have written 3 items. Let's see where this comes. Cash received from debtors doesn't come. Cash received for bills receivable, yes, it comes. So that is nothing but by cash receivable. So that is 1,60,000. Next is bad debts, which doesn't come in this. Bills receivable dishonored. So next we are going to do it in the debtors account, the bills receivable dishonored. So write by debtors account, bills receivable dishonored. So how much was dishonored is rupees 15,000. So bills receivable dishonored is written for our reference. If you want to write, we can write it, or else we can ignore. Lastly, we have the closing balance of bills receivable. Return inverse doesn't come into the sum. Sundry debtors closing balance doesn't come into bills receivable account, and cash sales doesn't come into the bills receivable account. So the closing balance of bills receivable as on 31st March 2019 is 90,000. So our next step is to take our pencils and get the total. So my debit side has only 60,000. So when I total up my credit side, I get a total of 5,000. So that is going to be my greatest total. So I write that as my grand total on both the sides. So after writing that, if I subtract 2,65,000 and 60,000, I will get my sundry debtors, that is a balancing figure for the bills receivable. So as I subtract it, I will get 2,05,000 as my answer. So this 2,05,000 has to be transferred into the sundry debtors account. So next we have to open the sundry debtors account. So now we are going to open the sundry debtors account. So sundry debtors account is very easy to remember. Debtor means first debit side, if you see, you will have the opening balance, that is the opening debtor. You will have a bill dishonored. So far in all these sums we did not see this. A new item which is bill. If the bill is being dishonored, it will be there. And apart from these two, you will have the answer, that is the credit sales. So other than these two, all the other items comes to the credit side. So that's one of the easy way to remember debtors account. So how to remember this bill dishonor is, when you opened your bills receivable account, you wrote debtors in two places, that is one on the credit side and one on the debit side. As your balancing figure, you would have given sundry debtor a debit, and the bill dishonored, you would have written a debtor account. So both these items has to go opposite ways to the next sundry debtor account. So first let me fill this up. So bill dishonored is 15,000, which exactly comes this side. So I can write that 15,000. So that is being transferred. And next, sundry debtors, the balancing figure 2,05,000 is going to be exactly brought down to the credit side. So by bills receivable 2,05,000. So without forgetting it, I have transferred both the items from the bills receivable account to the sundry debtors account. So apart from these two items, the other items are in our problem. So we have to again go through the problem and see that we post these accounts properly. So firstly, you have debtors on 1st April 2018, which goes to the debit side. So two balance brought down, opening debtors 2,50,000. So apart from this, I do not have anything else. I only have to calculate the credit sales. So my debit side work is over. Now we can happily finish up the credit side work. So next one is cash received from debtors. There is a very good distinction shown there in the sum. Cash received from debtors. The next item is cash received for bills receivable. So be very careful. When it is cash received for bills receivable, it relates to the bills receivable account. When it is cash received from debtors, it relates to the debtors account. So here cash received from debtors 7,25,000 is going to be recorded over here by cash received 7,25,000. Next is bad debts. So if you have any bad debts, we will be recording it in the credit side. So 30,000. Next, bills receivable dishonored is already been recorded and return inwards is 50,000. And lastly, you have sundry debtors 31st March 2019, 2,40,000. So all the other items, cash sales doesn't come here. It is only taken up for the calculation of the total sales. So all the items have been recorded. So when I take my pencil, I add up the debit side. So I get a total of 2,65,000. Whereas if I add my credit side, I get a total of 12,50,000. So 12,50,000 is going to be my greatest total. So I write it as my grand total on both the sides of the debit and credit. So after writing the grand total, I must go to the side which is less. That side is going to be my answer. That is my credit sales balancing figure. So I have to subtract this 12,50,000 with a total of 2,65,000. So if I subtract it, I will get an answer of 9,85,000 as my credit sales. So after this, the sum is not yet over. We have to find the total sales for the sum. So total sales is a very easy formula, that is credit sales plus cash sales. So let's find out what is the total sales. So the formula for total sales is credit sales plus cash sales. So my credit sales, what I found out was 9,85,000. And my cash sales is the last item in the sum, that is 3,15,000. So if I add up 9,85,000 and 3,50,000, I get a total of rupees 13 lakhs as my total sales.